What's going on? It's Young Larry, aka motherfucking L God. And it is finally that time to do the review for Chance the Rapper's coloring book project, also known as Chance 3. Chance the Rapper, if you are not familiar for some goofy ass fucking reason, Chicago, Illinois rapper, came out some time ago with the Acid Rap mixtape that put him over the stratosphere and made him essentially a big deal. Tours, festivals, guest verses, and a bunch of late night appearances since. And Chance the Rapper is now here at this pinnacle of his hype right now. At one point in time, a friend of mine told me his hype was going to die down. He wasn't dropping a whole lot of music on mixtapes. Joke's on you, Dion. But I digress. Off the rip though, the good. About 13, 14 tracks, not crazy long. I like it where it's at. Open the Gate with All We Got with Kanye West. Nice song. Followed with No Problems with Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. I like 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne's verse. No major complaints. Chance the Rapper, mad energy, mad quotable bars. Mad quotable bars. Like literally, if one more label try to stop me, gonna be some dreadhead niggas in your lobby. Beyond that, you have songs that really pop, which is almost everything on this album, but specifically that pop. Blessings, the first one. Mixtape, Smoke Break, Juke Jam, featuring Justin Bieber. About time they did a little exchange since Chance's verse on Justin Bieber's song some time ago. Currently the name is missing me. But it was nice, it was real. They were talking about they were going to the roller ring and what is the woman and doing some things that grown folks do when they grown and they dating. Over there humping in front of kids on a fucking skate ring. Y'all nasty. Nasty ass channel. You disgusting nigga. But All Night is dope. And there's a really prominent voice here, and anybody that's seen his shit on, or heard his shit on Facebook, the guy who has this really energetic voice that fits perfectly with the project, that is just screaming, like saying various lines that end with big fella. That start from no problems. Like, you don't want zero problems, big fella. Big fella, why are you trying to drink, big fella? You can't hold no liquor, big fella. You're drunk, big fella. You're drunk. This nigga is just all over the project, and I don't know how Chance locked him down and got him, but that was a very great addition. We have tracks Smoke Break and Mixtape. Mixtape featuring Young Thug and Lil Yachty. Chance the Rapper talking about, is he the only one that still care about Mixtape? The style for all 3 rappers on that song just blend really well, and it's one of the few times I can genuinely say I loved a Young Thug and Lil Yachty verse. I love them on here. I absolutely fucking love them. It's not because of what they're saying, because they're still not saying a whole lot of shit, but they have it's like a more consistent flow from Young Thug, which is traditionally a little bit sporadic and all over the fucking place. Really consistent. Same on Lil Yachty's part. They really don't hit their high notes like they do on their own songs. Young Thug does towards the end of his verse, but Lil Yachty, not so much. They couldn't be anywhere else on this fucking album, which is strongly gospel influenced. But this one song, this area, this is their domain, and I'm fucking here for it. And then on track Smoke Break featuring Future. Now, somebody was telling me that Future's verse is better than Chance's. That's a load of crack of bullshit, but whatever. I still really love Future's verse. Future has a great flow. These are facts. He was still talking about lean and the usual. Didn't really hold up with the concept of the whole me and my girl stay too busy. We're always out here taking care of kids. We don't have time to really smoke no more thing. But, you know, for what it's worth, he was nice. He fit. He sounded great, and the energy was on point. Closing it out, you have one of the standouts. Oh my God. How great. Featuring Jay Electronica. Jay Electronica! Out of fucking nowhere, Jay Electronica pops up on Chance the Rapper's project, like, and with a dope verse, might I add. Like, is it better than Chance's? Just a smidge, not like a whole bunch, because Chance raps in a way he normally does not to sort of compete or stay on the level of Jay Electronica, and I'm very appreciative of that. But Jay Electronica, you know, and it's like he hit every now and then. I want to hate Jay Electronica so fucking much, like every day, because he talks a lot of shit, but then drops little to no music, or it's music from like 2008, 2009. But this nigga comes out the gate with the whole I was lost in the jungle, no hog, no meerkat. Shit. It was like Hakuna Matata by day, but at night I'm fighting tears back. I pray and pray and pray, but I still don't hear no hair back. And it's just, I heard them bars, I'm just like, damn. Right up in here, Jay. Right up in here. Just, mad relatable. And then his whole verse in general was just fire. But really, Juke Jam with Justin Bieber and All Night are sort of the more upbeat party songs on here. You have Angels with Saba, who is here as well, which is the lead single with a very dope and creative video. And the best song on here, on this album, Blessings 2 and or Blessings, the outro track. And this whole project, I was expecting at some point to break out some tears. Just a little bit, maybe a couple of tears. And because I've done it with Chance Music in the past. I was going through this project and nothing really, past the Jay Electronica lines, nothing really got me like all the way up in here. Maybe Blessings, but it still wasn't like cry worthy. I got to the outro track and it was just, man, like the line that got me, like he's got this sort of like a choir, kind of a low choir, like hum in the background, so you can hear him talking very clearly and rapping very, like in a real poetic manner. But he says the line, I speak of wondrous, unfamiliar lessons from childhood, make you remember how to smile good. When I heard that shit, I was fucking done, nigga. I was in tears. Like, they were real happy, kind of just like, they fall real slow, not boo-hoo tears, but it was just like, make you remember how to smile good. Yo, I don't even remember the last time that I like just thinking about that, like being a child and just being around and living your life and going day to day and really having some of the most pure laughter you'll ever have in your life. Like any time you laugh, either it's like an adult laugh where it's just kind of like just a little bit dampened by some reality ruined shit, or it's a laugh that's so strong it dates back to your childhood. And hearing that line, it was just like, damn, when was the last time I've laughed or smiled or felt that good? And it's genuinely been a minute. And then he goes on, you know, talking about how Kanye's best prodigy, he ain't signed anybody proud of me, you know. I talk to God in public. I think we're mutual fans. He say the new shit jam. Keep my rhyme in couplets. Like that whole verse was just dope. And then after his verse is over, it goes into, are you ready for your blessing? And man, I had to sit there and like really talk to myself, because I'm not a Jesus person. I'm not really a religion particular God person. More agnostic. There's something above me. I had to sit there for a minute and really sort of think, am I? Like really ask myself, am I? Like genuinely. Because me and the whole God thing were a little bit rough. I don't all the way disbelieve, but it's like I don't really want to rely on that or rely on, you know, his energy, power, whatever. But when I heard that, I was just like, damn, am I ready? Like, no matter what happens, am I ready? Am I good to go? And really, that track just closed the project out fantastic for me. It was just beautiful. The mixing on this shit was fucking ridiculous. At one point on No Problems, the chorus hits the choir, hits a high note, and I swear to God, I thought my ears were getting stabbed by a fucking needle, and I'm like, for something that's supposed to be streaming on Apple Music, I'd like to think it don't sound like that. Now we'll get into that in the ugly side of things, but right now, just know the mixing was very, not subpar, but wonky as fuck out the gate. How Great Is Our God? That song is long as fuck, and the rapping is sort of minimal in comparison to the 2 minutes and 30 something seconds of How Great Is Our God. How Great Is Our God is a nice song and all, but every single fucking time, it's way too much, my nigga. Way too much. It's great song, love the idea, way too fucking much. And as far as the strong Christian overtones and influences, if you are a super anti-Jesus person, I mean super anti-Jesus person, you're not gonna fuck with like none of this shit. After all these listens, I'm not as cool with it as I was at first. But because when Chance does Christian shit, or when he does God type gospel choir music, it's a lot more sincere, or sounds a lot more sincere than most rappers, and I can fuck with that. But after a while, that magic does wear off, and it does go back to being a little bit, just a tad, too much at times. I still greatly appreciate it, and I'm happy for him doing what he wants to do, but it's a tad bit. Chance the Rapper coloring book, buy it, I guess. Like, technically you can't buy it. You can only stream that shit on one of the many different platforms. But it's good enough that if you could buy it, you should buy it. It's a good project. He definitely deserved it. And nigga earned it. Put in a lot of hard work. And it's great sounding music. You may have your personal, grievances with it here and there to there. But all in all, it's great music. Until next time, this has been Young Larry, a.k.a. the motherfucking L God. Follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, the whole fucking nine. If you have a problem with what I'm saying, let me know. We have a discussion. All that nonsense. Hold that fucking L. Have a good one.